Donald Trump's former top White House lawyer says that he believes Donald Trump has a form of dementia. In addition, Donald Trump in a recent court filing said that what also is being built underneath the East Wing of the White House that was demolished is a secret hospital facility for Donald Trump. And of course, we saw Donald Trump's physical and cognitive decline on full display in China. And Donald Trump's former top White House lawyer, Ty Cobb, was pointing out that Donald Trump's physical and cognitive health looks absolutely terrible. The Midas Touch Network, of course, is leading the coverage on this. We did a video recently about all of the Democrats in Congress who have been calling this out. That video has done over 2 million views. I'll just share with you some international perspectives. Then I'll show you what Donald Trump's former top White House lawyer is saying. Then I'm going to dig into this court filing by the Trump regime, which talks about the secret hospital under the East Wing that was demolished. So it's a bunker with a secret hospital for the ailing, soon to be 80-year-old, elderly, cognitively, physically declining president, in my opinion. So here's how they're referring to it on Russian TV. Russian state media refers to Donald Trump as Trump the Hunchback. Donald Trump the Hunchback filmed physically diminished quitting China. This is Trump leaving, hunchback, walking up the stairs of Air Force One. Here, play this clip. When Donald Trump returned to Joint Air Force Base in Andrews, Joint Air Force Andrews, you can see him walking down again, hunched as well. See what he looks like there. When Donald Trump first arrived in China, you can see the video that was going viral showing how Donald Trump really struggled to go down each step by step. It was very difficult for him. You can see Donald Trump's hands decaying when he would put his hand next to Xi Jinping. Also, Donald Trump didn't know how to shake Xi Jinping's hand. He touched Xi Jinping's hand in a really odd way. That's not how you do handshakes. Let me share with you right now what Donald Trump's former White House lawyer, Ty Cobb, just said after he was shown the videos that the Midas Touch Network took, where we spoke to all of these lawmakers about Donald Trump's ailing health. This is what Donald Trump's former top White House lawyer had to say. Here's what Ty Cobb said. Let's play this clip.
It's not just my view. In 2017, Bandy Lee, a well-respected psychological professional trained at Harvard and Yale and highly regarded at the National Institute of Mental Health, and 26 of her colleagues and other respected psychiatrists around the world posted a lengthy journal article commenting on Trump's malignant narcissism and the appearance of frontal lobe, early frontal lobe dementia. The symptoms have only gotten worse. They are remarkable at this stage of the game, and the wake-sleep reversal is a very common symptom highlighted by mental health professionals when discussing Trump's cognitive decline. The fact that he's up late texting about excrement, putting memes out of Democrats in the reflecting pool, which I see behind you when it was still a reflecting pool in your graphic there. Before he has changed it.
All right, let's take out this legal filing that was just filed by the Trump regime DOJ. This is what was filed by Trump's own DOJ. Daily Beast, though, says White House reveals secret new hospital for Donald Trump. 79. He's actually turning 80 in a few weeks. So this is the motion. Reply in support of defendant's motion for an indicative ruling dissolving the court's injunction. The federal court in D.C. has issued an injunction to block the construction of the ballroom, although that decision has been stayed pending a ruling by the Court of Appeal. So Trump wants that order overturned, though, so that there is no injunction. Here's what was filed by Donald Trump. The project, which includes a state-of-the-art hospital and medical facility, top secret military institutions, bomb shelter structures and equipment, protective partitioning and other features fully designed to protect Donald Trump. So state-of-the-art hospital, medical facilities that are going to be built underneath. We know that Donald Trump is going to the hospital fairly soon. He's going to be in Walter Reed in about 2 weeks for his purported annual physical. The Trump White House also says he's going for a dental visit, despite the fact that there's a dental operatory already in the White House. And he already saw a dentist a few weeks ago. Then he saw a dentist in January. And then he's continuing to have these mysterious dental appearances. So let's just take a look at some of the things that Donald Trump was doing while he was in China. This is when Donald Trump was standing next to Xi Jinping. And, it looked like Donald Trump almost saw a ghost. He's like, I love China. I love China. Here, play this clip.
How are your talks, sir?
It's great.
Did you talk about Taiwan?
Great place. Incredible. China is beautiful.
特朗普总统说谈得很好。Did you talk about Taiwan, Mr. President?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, did you talk about Taiwan?
Hey, thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press.
Okay.
And then Donald Trump, when he was giving interviews, he would say, look, I came up with a new name. I call them the Democrats. D-U-M. I don't say B. I call it dumb. D-U-M. Here, let's play this clip right here.
I came up with a new name. I don't know if I should.
I know which one it is.
Democrats. Because they're dumb. They're dumb. It's D-U-M. I got rid of the B. So you're only changing one letter, right?
Also, Donald Trump kept on saying that the Strait of Hormuz was always shut down by Iran. So even before Trump went to war with Iran, he said it was always shut down, and they always weaponized it against other people like Obama and Biden and Reagan and Clinton and Bush. And they don't weaponize it against me. So they like me. And it was always closed. It wasn't always closed. It was open. What are you talking about? I mean, his lies are gigantic. They're deranged. And in my opinion, they're ridden with dementia. Here, play this clip.
They've been holding up the world for many, many years with the Strait. They've used this many, many times. They said, we'll close the Strait. They've closed it in the past. They use it as a weapon. They're not using it as a weapon with me.
And did you see this right here? I mean, Xi Jinping knew how to play Donald Trump like a fiddle. You had Xi Jinping was showing Donald Trump these trees that were, in the residence that Donald Trump was visiting. And Donald Trump was like, wow, 200-year-old trees. Wow. And then Donald Trump was like, hey, did you ever let any other prime ministers here or presidents, or am I your only one? Am I the only person you love so much? I mean, what in the world is this? How bizarre. Here, play this clip.
你看看这是树，这是一个两棵树连在一起了，也是100多年前的一棵树。
History of over 100 years.
100年了哦，
不止吧，不止100多年。
非常不
Close to 200.
非常不一般的。
我告诉你，这边的树全部是在200-300年以上，那边还有一个400多年的树。
All the trees here are around 200 to 300 years old. And the big one, just behind
那是粗一点，是400。
400 years old.
They live that long in these trees.
这些树真的能够活这么久？
是的，还有1000年的树。
And there are trees
在其他的地方。
thousands years old.
From other countries, presidents and prime ministers, does he bring them?
在其他的国家来的元首啊、总统啊，或者是总理什么的，您作为国家主席，也都会到这边来接待他们吗？
对的，这个地方我们首先以前外事活动不在这里，后来有外事活动以后极少。
In the past, we never had a
And then Xi Jinping knew that all he had to do, given Donald Trump's background, is have a bunch of little kids jump up and down for him. And that would flatter Donald Trump. And so this was used to kind of tap into Donald Trump's psychological, pathological insecurities with little kids jumping. And, Donald Trump was despised as a child. And that's why his father sent him to a very harsh military academy. Trump had a very weird childhood. And so Xi Jinping did a psychological profile of Donald Trump, and nothing more that Donald Trump wanted to see than little children. I know it's sick to say, but cheering for him. Here, play this clip. Because then right after that, Donald Trump was like, we're going to have a fantastic future together, Xi. Fantastic future. Here, play this clip.
Well, President Xi, I want to thank you very much. First of all, that was an honor like few have ever seen before. And I think I was particularly impressed by those children. They were happy. They were beautiful.
And as I mentioned before, you have, these foreign governments that are mocking Donald Trump. You saw RT, Russian TV, mocking Donald Trump as Trump the hunchback, because Trump keeps on hunching. He can't walk straight. Here's how they're mocking him in Iran. Donald Trump gave this interview with Hannity, and Donald Trump's like, we have all of our satellites focused on Iran's nuclear facilities, and we're following Mohammed. Everyone in Iran's name is Mohammed, and so we're following Mohammed's with our satellites, to which the Iranian embassies just mock him, and they go, Mohammed, this is what the Iranian embassies say. Mohammed, don't move. Trump is watching, and nuclear dust will be dispersed. They are mocking this guy. They are laughing in his face is what Iran is doing. As we lost nearly $2 trillion in the stock market on Friday, as the markets crashed, as the treasury yield bond markets rise significantly, which you don't want your 10 and 30-year treasury yields to rise this high. This is what Donald Trump is saying. Watch as the Iranian embassies mock him. Here, play this clip.
It's important, it's important. It's probably good enough for a different reason, though. Space Force, which I created, has got cameras, 9 different cameras in space on that site. We know everybody that moves there. We can read the name of a person. We can need, if his name is Mohammed something, and most of them are Mohammed, you can guess, about 50% right. We can read his name right on his tag from space. It's the most amazing thing. Anybody that goes near that space, we have it tagged.
And by the way, that's just his own words. I mean, that's actually what he's actually saying. And then Donald Trump's like, look, the reality is when it comes to why we're even doing this war and why we want to get the nuclear dust, it's really just for public relations. I'm doing this pretty much just public relations at this point. What do you mean you're doing this for public relations? Here, play this clip.
Very specifically, because I deal with them. I said, we're taking the nuclear dust. They said, you can have it. I said, we're going to go get it. We're not going to let you take it. They said, we can't take it. We don't have the capability of taking it. I said, why? I said, because it was hit so hard. I mean, the mountain literally collapsed on it, a granite mountain.
So why isn't that good
just
enough?
So you know. Well,
I mean, if your goal was to set back.
It is good enough, but you know what? It's not good enough public relations wise. It's important, it's important. It's probably good enough for a different reason, though.
And then when we see Donald Trump's disinhibition, when a New York Times reporter asks him a very basic question, Donald Trump refers to the New York Times reporter as a fake person. He goes, you're a fake person. You're not a real person. Here, play this clip.
I had a total military victory, but the fake news, guys like you write incorrectly. You're a fake guy, and guys like you write about it incorrectly. We had a total military victory.
And also you can see how scared Donald Trump was of Xi. The way Donald Trump describes Taiwan is, it's just a small island next to a powerful country. And we're like 9,500 miles away. So why do we care about Taiwan? This was Donald Trump's closing remarks. Let's play it.
$12 billion, it's a lot of weapons. But, when you look at the odds, China's a very, very powerful, big country. That's a very small island. It's, you think of it, it's 59 miles away, 59 miles. We're 9,500 miles away. That's a little bit of a difficult problem. With all of that being said, if you look at the history of Taiwan, Taiwan was...
So we'll keep you posted every step of the way as Donald Trump is going to be going to the hospital in the next 2 weeks for his so-called annual physical. That's what they're saying, even though he had a physical back in October and then one in April. So we'll see about that and another dental visit. And then the filing talking about a secret state-of-the-art hospital underneath the White House as he cognitively and physically declines. Let me know what you think, everybody. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million. Appreciate you as always.
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming a paid member of our YouTube channel today. You can also gift memberships to others. Let's keep growing.